Good morning. Tansay, Hoki, Aho. I am texting a few of the elders. So if you like to, I told them that they like to come in and join, come on in, or just watch. So, Aho, Tansay, you're in the heat zone. We are at 62 degrees for this morning, and it's 9:05. I was gonna go live at 7:30 this morning because I've been up since 6. So thank you for joining. In case anyone wants to join, you're more welcome to join me. And how was your weekend? What were you guys doing? What was the excitement? Mine was very busy. Feels like 100 degrees. Oh no. Um, what we used to do is when we would run the fans in the room, closed it up, the door, we used to put like a cold cloth in front of it. Let me start the live. Okay, let's see. Mr. Griff, Hope, Candy, Danse, Sparky, my son, Nineko Naiste, greetings. Yvonne, beautiful woman. Danse, my friend, how are you? I hope you guys had an enjoyable weekend. After Friday, taking care of a little tiny one. It was good. I try not to allow things to get to me. And one of the relatives, she's a council member in Canada, First Nation. She told me, she says, Nino ko anayi ke berkla kunste kunine ka ime ikwa. She says, I'll have it look to be myself. And that she is worried. I said, things with me is okay. Yes, I've been having these bad migraines too. But she also said that someone is trying to do nasty on me. I think I have received so much hate mail where I was willing to give up this live, the channel, Facebook, and chat room. Honestly, I was fed up. I had told my husband, I haven't even gone in my chat room much. I didn't say good night, good morning. A few times I said good morning. But I don't give up on my people or my family. Those out there, they're very jealous. And like I said, and I did make a big statement, I have never received so many emails saying that I am a fat bee, that I do not know what I'm talking about, because they said I never did any research or investigate anything. And that they've been told by a certain channel that I work with or helped that I won't go too much in details. And it was very disgusting. I don't like to read people. I just can't help it. You're energy comes to me. I know I haven't taken on everyone's energy when it comes to prayers and healing, and that's who I am. That's what a medicine woman is. But when we are feeling we are being attacked, they do something about it. I don't. I am not. I am just a person just like you. And there are many peoples out there that don't understand how I speak with the Satangas, the Bigfoots or Dogman, or any other creatures. I tell many people in different channels, don't whistle. Now one is having a problem and said if I can help. I told that person no. Because you want to write a hate mail to me and say that, I don't help a certain person no more, or I don't that person was family to me, and I don't think I ever did anything wrong, but speak honest and for it like I am. But when this person says, well, many people in your channel are not there for you. I made my channel for others to be able to speak freely and to understand the help is there. And when you want to really mock me and say you're going to put a black spell on me, go ahead. The reason why I've been getting migraine is because that person's trying to put a black spell. Now, it doesn't go inside me or hurt me, because that's just your thing of trying to do, and you can't get to me. My body, my soul, Mother Earth, and the Creator protect me. Yes, I can feel what is trying, and that's when I get the heavy migraines. But as I told everyone, when I help you, it is to help you forever when it's needed. Only if you ask. But I am not going to push. I've never pushed anyone. You wanted a protection bag and you say you couldn't afford it, I sent you one. I've given many things out free to many people, all the channels too. They say they were going to pay me. They didn't, and I didn't expect it. But I will say this, I respect every channel I've helped. I think I have it was over 500. And some said they're good, they got it now. If they need me, they help. It's just that last 2 years, and it's unremarkable to know how cruel people can be. Then say how could you speak of our president? Trump is Trump, and I don't care. I'm going to let you all know I didn't vote, and I don't care to. I pay my taxes, and I've done a lot of volunteer, and I do help others. I mean, not just here in my community here, outside too. This person got really defensive because I said, I don't care for Trump. And if you, my viewers here, if you don't understand or like what I'm saying and you want to leave my group, that's fine. I am not going to get upset. But if you stay, you stay. I have grandchildren that are in the military, and I know they're out there doing what they need to do. And I have said this for 5 years, we're going to come to war. And as it is, this ice going around, that was another email I got. Oh, you're going to get taken. Excuse me, this is my land. I have property. I have my own. Many people come from for the reservation, but you know what? If they can't understand, then fine. We all live on this world, which is Mother Earth, not just us indigenous natives. There's even some relatives too acting wild, getting drunk, going crazy, just as Americans. But I will say this, and I'm only going to say it once. You can do what you want, and I'm only here to help those in prayers and give them some guidance. You know, receiving 187 emails of hatred in one day, I read every single one of them, just like I read all my messages. So and I know there are many that go to different chat rooms, and that's fine. This person says, oh, I got word from another person that hangs out in your. You know what? I don't care. Anyone is willing to come and go is fine. And I don't force anyone to buy my protection bags, my earrings, the fans, and the smudge cakes. I will say this, I was hurt when this one person had mentioned a female name. And I said, you know what? This has to stop. There is so much hatred in this world already. I'm 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 so hurt that how people like to treat other people that way and say that me, Mama Bearclaw, loves to take people's money. I don't understand that. I don't think I ever hurt anyone. And they say this is why. Some of the council members from each tribe, they say, oh, sometimes you have 10, sometimes you have 40, sometimes you have 2. I said, I don't care if I don't have any audience or any of my family on. I don't see you coming in the community and talking, but yet you expect me to do documents for them. I have been a council person for over 40 years. And I've been helping. And I said, I wash my hands. You're going to have the next one. So I wash my hands. And then helping those who are trying to get into the reservation with proper documents and having that stamp. I'm done. There's a few Americans that I've done for them because they were entitled. And they received a letter telling me they got back pay. Good for you. I haven't heard from that person. That person's no longer around. I'm blocked now. This world has gone really, really whoopie doo. I'm glad I don't live on the res, and it's sad to say. I think it hurts me knowing these people. And they say those who come to you in 3, they will come 10 times more. For the grace of God, yeah, they sure did, with a full bullet. But see, my shield is strong enough. I wanted to go live Saturday after I read all those emails. And my husband says, go live, let it out, tell them. You are honest with them. He says, you don't BS. I mean, he was lit. He was cussing. My husband doesn't cuss much. I don't cuss at all. I might get really, really mad, and I will say it in my language, oh, poop. That I will say in my language. But speaking English, no. I was hurt to know those people who I care for, and I have to finally say goodbye. And I do wish everyone, then I get these new people that want to be friends, and my husband says, "You don't accept no more friends," because I said I don't play games, and I don't want to hear about a government grant. Then I seen another person that was a friend that requested me again, so that was a scam. I told that person, I know who you are, and I'm going to report you. And I did. There is a lot of people out here that are fake, say they're native, indigenous, and they're not. Now, there are many indigenous natives, Mexicans, or Alaska, or here, but we're all indigenous natives. We're all relatives, and somehow I even say you, America, because everyone I spoke with, they said they got something, and I'm sure, and they've asked me, can you find out, or is there a way you can help me understand? Well, I have done a lot, and I have direct where they need to go. And I also said, yeah, your grandfather was half. That would make you a fourth. But again, do I go out and bug you guys? Do I go in? No. That's why I'm very quiet in them when they go live. Whoever goes live, I'm quiet. I'll say a few things. But when you want to bring damage to me, it's very sad. I just say those who need a protection medicine bag, they are very well worth it, because I fought for the Americans to be protected, and I had a lot of disagreement from my clan, and I fought for it. And I want those who agree with me and understand who I am. I get those protection bags to you, and sometimes I send them to you free. They get mad. My husband even says, are you sure? I don't, we'll give it halfway. I said, no, something tells me they need it. Now, a lot of people say, oh, going live is just like doing politics. I'm not into politics either. Native laws, yes, I have to, but I wash my hands now from it. And I'm done. I was even thinking maybe take a break from this so I can get myself better. And, you know, also too, when you become friends, you open your heart. And then when a person doesn't understand you anymore, that's hard, because that's how we try to communicate. And a lot of the tribes from different relatives say that I'm too soft. I'm not, I don't hold a lot of anger inside. I speak it, I write it, I burn it. I washed it off. They say, you make no sense when you talk. Okay, well, for me doing this, I had my YouTube for many times. I used it as my music. Then when the family members is, go, you want to speak? Go. Even my own children here tell me, well, do it, mama. Because there's people out there that you can help or you can heal them. Okay. And then the ones I had sponsors, there's some of that sponsor I had to let go. And that was very hurtful. After losing Mama Rainfeather and Red Hawk the Chief, it's been really like a roller coaster. I get messages from people that do come here, and then they're reading it. And I'm like, don't read it if you don't want to understand. Though, write it down and then ask me. Having 4 Zoom meetings in one day, it's a bit much for me. Because then when I speak my language and get mad, my tongue does not get loose. It just starts throwing things that they don't understand. Well, I have to break it down and break it down and break it down. And they were asking me, well, why don't you have so many? If you're helping all these channels and helping the people. And I said, you know what? I am not one to push. I'm not one to put fake things out there. There are a lot of tribal kids, and I'm going to say kids, or young adults that are like 20, 21, want to talk about the it and talk about the rake and the wingalo and make up stories. We do have to get permission because you're not supposed to speak of it, the S word. That means to us is sacred. You're welcoming them into your home. And when you want to continue doing that, you're making others, especially if it's an elder like me. And I'm going to use myself because I did. I'm an elder. I didn't need to ask many permissions because I don't speak of the it, but I got blessings to go ahead and do it. And then when I see other relatives doing and speaking with the wrong tongue, and then when I try to reach out, they say, "Oh, you're fake. You're no." And then I send them a picture to who I am with my stamp, my logo for the tribal government. And they said to me, well, what do you want? I'm telling you, don't be calling the it out. It's not just come to you, it's going to come to your family. Oh, no, that's just old ways. Okay. Yes, Americans get drunk and they do drugs. And yes, so does indigenous natives. but that's not all of us. And you slip ugly tongues about that. Oh, you're doing drugs. I'll take a lie detector, I'll take a drug test, and I'll show you no, this woman does not. I've already gone through so much with my life in the year and almost these 2 years. That's how long I've had my channel. I've had my YouTube channel since 2009, I believe, or 7. I believe there is a lot of good people out there. I seriously do. Some of them don't mean to be the way they are. I know I try to be there for everyone that um, is in need of deep prayers. I do my best to help others. If it's with my native jewelry or smudge kits, protection bags, giving information to help with either it's lupus, cancer, or arthritis, a cold. I send out remedies, and even on here, I'll say it too. Then I tell you stories from when I was young, how I did this, and about my mother and my sister and my Mama Rainfeather, like a second mother. Well, she's Menina. But not all natives, excuse me, indigenous natives are wrong. I had planned to come up here and be my happy self like I am. I am happy. Believe me, I am. I'm just stirred about some things, and especially knowing the people that I've helped spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. Money to me is nothing. The respect and love and the family value, that means everything to me. If someone comes into your life and say, oh, I really treasure you, I need you, but nothing's gonna come between or whatever, I take that to the full blood. But if that other people cannot understand and then say this and then, okay, again, trying to explain to them what a clans could be a human clan or a Bigfoot clan. Now we have all different names, and so does American have different names for calling them. The skunk man, the hairy man, the wild man, and Sasquatch, Bigfoot, the giants. And then when I start speaking of giants and Bigfoot and the village people, the little people, the fairies, the dragons, and then there's like, are you serious? Orbs. There's lightning bolts out there. There's spirits. There's spirits walking around this Mother Earth, the whole world. Then they say I'm confused because I don't know who Jesus Christ is. As I was brought up, Jesus Christ is the Creator, our Father. That is who I believe in. I believe in Mother Earth. She tells me when the Earth, she's gonna to be moving. She also tells me, prepare. There's floods coming because the Father, when the rain, the snow, the hail, that's his way of saying that he's hurting. Spirits run this world because they haven't crossed over, or they have done suicide, they have in a car accident, helicopter, airplane, bus, train. But again, no one understands. And when I'm there to comfort you, to help you go through whatever, then if you can't understand, I don't say nothing. I back up. And I've done this in many of the channels. They have said, okay, yeah, thank you for helping. But when you also want to fake things out there, I don't like being involved in that. If I'm going to be channeling myself somewhere and I don't see no Bigfoot or Sasquatch. Mm-mm. I told you when I started this channel, I am blunt, straight up who I am, and I do not BS. If you cannot handle what I say about Bigfoots and the Dogman or the the Rake, the Wingaloo, the Mothman, the Lizard Man, and then now they're saying, what about the shapeshifters? What is all that? Explain too, calmly. I am very calm now. I could be like blah, 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 blah. But I know that every channel gets a lot of ugliness. But when those ugliness is one that's always in your community, then they're asking constantly. I had to like breathe. I'm like, wow, okay. Everyone, I'm so grateful and honored to help those channels. I will still come on and continue to do my lives. And I'm probably going to do more stories. Because every time they say I'm trying to set up my earrings. When someone orders one pair, I send them another one, or maybe a necklace, or even a set. My little business that I do is money for me. And I don't ask anyone to buy me a laptop or big speakers or a new computer or a hard drive. I'm never once asked. I'm not like other channels. I had some decons you put on your window. I sent some out to people, but when I started getting more hate mail, and I guess that's what they like to do, and oh, I don't see you in the woods. Well, my condition, I can't, but when I want to go, I do get myself a plane ticket and I go join someone. And when I went to Michigan, yeah, I was so high energy to meet the clan there. And yes, there was an alien there. And I got to mind speak with that alien. They say, oh, You don't have no clan. You don't have a Bigfoot with you. I got proof. And I know a few of the viewers in my community. You have someone, yes. And I will say yes. She or he is there. I said, I was offered to go to Oregon because they've said that there was some kind of Bigfoot that's really aggressive and they're not understanding why. And they said that they think that there was a little one hurt because it kept crying and crying. And they, but loud, 5 times loud. I said, well, what you can do is, go out there, smudge. I told this person, take your smudge kit out there, dig a hole, put some tobacco, and pray to Jesus Christ and the earth. Because this person really don't believe saying the Father and the Creator and Mother. So I had to speak their turn. I was on the phone with this person and I heard her prayers and I'm like, okay, she needs a little help in that prayer because the spirits out there, what she was saying is that you're welcoming the dead to her. And I told her, I don't mean to stop you. Let's pray together. I sent her a little, and when I send smudge kits, I usually, to those I feel that know how to deal with spirits, I send them a little extra prayer thing to help them, to guide them in that journey when they do spiritual um, journey with them. Because some of them, and which is called paranormal, some have high energy, some have medium, and some have low. And if I feel you're a low one, I'm going to help you because I don't want anything coming to be attached because it can. And some Americans will say, how do you know spirits can be attached? All evil it will attach and it will come out anyway. You could be okay and then all of a sudden something triggers and then you're mad and then you're giving ugly faces. You're like, what do you want? I don't need you. And many people, we try to pray the best we can. And I didn't mock her or anything. I just told her this, I'm going to send you a text because you know what? This phone right here, it might be cracked. I still can see. I put FB, that means Facebook, family, people, humans in this phone. I have their personal phone number. I have their email. And I have everyone's address. Hello. So what I did, I sent her a text. And I said, do this in English and I'll say it in my language. She said, okay. Because you can hear them speaking because I didn't hear no birds. I didn't hear no crickets. I didn't hear no wild squares going. I didn't hear no wolves, no coyotes. And I said, you know what? For a while, it was a little noisy and then it stopped. So, and she says, there's something stinks really bad. And I go, I know, I can smell it myself. How can you smell it if you're not? Believe me, I can smell. And what I told her how it smelled, she says, it does smell like that. I said, now stay calm. and do this. I send it to you, and I'm going to say it in my language, and you say it in English. Okay. It helped. Now she can do her area and let her mom come out and sit, and they go to the barn. But they said there was like, she didn't understand why there were big prints. But then all of a sudden, after I helped her and sent some stuff for her to do her own investigation, now I'm nobody. So that's okay. When you are doing paranormal and you are going either at a cemetery, a cornfield, any kind of field, in the woods, in the mountains, even in the jungle, the forest. Swamp is the same thing as is considered as the woods. To understand what is actually in this world, I'm going to say world because many Americans say there is no Mother Earth. Well, from where I come from, there is Mother Earth, and that's what we live on, Mother Earth. Yes, we have volcanoes all over the world. Yes, we have hidden towns, cities built under the world, under the water. And I say, and I'm not going to stop. There is going to be another war. There has been war. And here America's helping that others when we need it for ourselves. This is why that we are losing food. This is why we're getting too much floods. This is another reason why we have a heat. Now, stores are closing. Small businesses barely making it. They say too many star people, which are aliens, are coming down. And why? Why they want to come to this world when us humans are trying to, do things? People are shooting hummingbirds, birds, crows, owls, just for the fun of it. When you are hunting, and you're supposed to hunt when it's seasonal, doesn't matter if it's Alaska, Asia, Europe, or America, Africa, don't matter. When you're living off the grid, you need to find yourself water source, because that could be food too. You need to know what healthy trees are around you so you can get more seeds. You want to go off the grid and make your own home and your own windmill to have electricity for a well or your home. And then you're planning a house garden or a garden. But you got to know your surroundings before you go off the grid. That's even like going to know the area of, is there bears? Yes. Is there mountain lions or cougars? Yes. Is there creatures? Yes. Is there going to be spirits running around? Yes. Is there going to be people come and go where? Yes. Is there people going to claim your area when you know it's your area? Yes. Many things in this world that we all try to understand how people are. Will they listen? Maybe. Or just for that moment. And they can say, oh, who cares? That's your BS, your drama. But you know what? We all live in this earth. A lot of our family is fighting for us. And there is a lot of people saying, who cares? Well, and I told my husband, more missiles are going to come. We might have another monsoon. And he goes, don't tell me. I don't want to know. If things happen, it happened. And I told my husband, there's things that Mother Earth does, and there's things that Jesus Christ does. They both said they allow who to walk and who to go. When I said that, people, that lady's crazy. That poor Mexican, not Mexican. This woman, for so many years, has helped why everyone's living high. I'm poor. Honest to God, I am poor. The only income we have is my husband. And I'm sure it's the same way for some people. And that's why I say, don't mock, don't spread lies, don't make untruth stories. I mean, don't feel embarrassed either. I was raised poor. I'm still poor. But they say, oh, your taxes, you're going to raise higher. But yet the rich are going to be making better. And I'm like, so much politics to understand and what is going on. My husband says, well, what are you doing? I started pulling out some of my bow, an old medicine bag that was Mama Rainfeather. I was like, oh, I think I'm going to raffle these off. And see if it's worth it. I know that there's still stuff that many don't understand. Oh, you're just, I put my phone on silent and it's been going off. Councils are getting texting me. Other natives are say, why you speak like this? What's wrong with you? And speaking the truth. They also don't like to hear, they say, oh, you too much become white men, white women. Some of them I say, well, you want to be racist. That's what you're doing. I don't do that. I do welcome many people. I don't care what race you are, as long as you have respect for me. And I'll explain many entities encrypted to you. Well, a lot has come to me more spiritual, and then all of a sudden now the Bigfoots. As I was told by Mama Rainfeather one time and my mother, Mother Mona, if they come for you and question how to understand these creatures or to understand the spirits or these orbs, are they good or bad? Many has asked me if they're good or bad. I said, there are some that are good, there's some that are bad. Oh, it was a red orb. Was it good or bad? They told me it was good. Another person told me it's bad and it's going to eat you up. Oh my, an orb is going to eat you up. That's a new one. That's a new one for me. Then it was like, oh, I did see a Bigfoot and he had orange eyes. The other one had blue eyes. I said, what do you mean? How glowing? Or you actually, well, I had my binoculars and I was looking at night. I'm no fool and I'm not dumb. I might be old, but this person was trying to start their channel. Here's another one. She has a channel, and a lot of my community people watch her. And she goes in the woods a lot. I offered her a bag because I had many people come to me. I had like 20 people. Mama Bear Claw, she desperately needs, because there's critters that are coming up there, and she was like, oh, no, no. I said, I know. I watched her videos. And it's sad. There's another one I call Baloney Face. Still faking things, still taking money from people. And I pray that those people don't. But they're so on here with being friends, and it's sad. It tears my heart out to know that people. Yeah, I used to get $1 or $2, $5, $20 on donation. I don't get them anymore, and I don't want them. Use your money for something else. I think I've only got it from 3 people. That was almost bi-monthly. They told me, oh, you have 500, you can get money, the money sign. No, I'm not all about that either. Oh, why don't you do TikTok? You can get more viewers. 1, I don't trust TikTok. 2, they're liable to hack your thing just like YouTube, StreamYard. You know, I'm at the point where I want to help those that don't understand. That's me. But there is so many. I'm trying to reach out to them. There was a psychic or a medium, and I'll share this with you. I am not going to expose the person's name, but she did help a couple channels, and I think that channel lost a lot of viewers because when I was on it, that person was saying this and that, and again, I'm channeling, and I don't see what she was saying. And I, oh yeah, I see. Oh, now mind you, there's gonna be other little creatures that their eyes are out there on the tree, and then it's not. It could be an owl. It could be a squirrel. It could be something. But this person, being a medium, she was wrong. And I got a hit mail from her, and I said, "Wow, I never said anything bad about you, but in the future, if it pops up again, I'm going to speak about it, but I won't mention your name." She says, "Oh, you're just making war for us." I said, "No, I have friends that are mediums and psychic. Some are Americans, some are native. Just make sure you don't attach things to you and don't allow the evil devil come out." But I'm going to say this. When you do that, you have to be careful, because you don't know what you're opening. Just as well as using a VP, or what do you call those little controllers? EVP, portals, mirrors, portals, windows, portals. But if a Bigfoot wants to come, it can come in your house. It cloaks and walks in. The same thing. And they say, oh, if you know about spirits, why aren't you helping them? I have helped, and some don't want to be helped. And it's also very draining. If you're in the paranormal world and you want to learn how to deal with it, how to help it, how to make sure, excuse me, you got to make sure you're safe first, always. And then you're there. The spirit world is can be good or bad, like I've been saying. And when you worked in the hospital or nursing home or taking care of your own kind, your own kin on the couch, and it's getting closer, do you leave that person right there, or do you have them in the hospital or in their room? Because you know what? When you're sleeping, sometimes your body shuts and you're out doing something. Then you come back to your body. It prepares your soul to what's coming. I've told this to many people. Just be careful when you're driving. Be cautioned. Look what's around you with the cars, even a motorcycle or a bicycle. Look out for the little ones. My husband doesn't like it when I start feeling something here. He goes, well, you're sure smudging a lot. What's going on? I'll go around my whole house smudging my doors. And then I'm smudging for everyone that's in their homes, because then I can tell if someone's going to leave their body. And he goes, why don't you go? No, it's not my place to do, not my place to say. He goes, well, I have to either wait till they ask, or can you please come and cleanse the room? My mom has passed, but I want her to go. A lot of families, a lot of human beings don't understand how that is. Again, that's spiritual. That's paranormal, same thing. Now, going to a different section now, let's talk about Bigfoots again. Yes, there's mounds. There's many mounds around this world. It can't be a juvenile. It could be a baby. It could be an older Bigfoot. It could be a human being. It could be a giant. It could be a relative from back in the days. It could be a man line, where you dump a lot of garbage. And then also too, what happens when there's a man field over there. People like to throw bodies or animals, and things like that. Then they put dirt, allow the garbage to put dirt all over, smash it down, compress it. More dirt, allow it to come up to like a mountain. Then you're building a home on it. You're getting all that rubbish in the spirit still. Then they're drilling and drilling and drilling and drilling to get water. How well do you have to go down to make a well? Sometimes it's a little difficult. Now, If someone understands what I'm saying, thank you. For those that don't understand what I'm saying and feel that I'm just doing jumbo, ask me a question. I haven't yet looked at this thing. I know it's going. I see it, but haven't read anything yet, and I'm trying to get across how channels and people can be. I try to do my best. Everyone that I've helped and communicated with, and some don't appreciate, and yes, my people get mad. My family gets mad. My children have, Mom, cut them off. My husband, he tells me all the time. He says, "You sure you're healthy enough to continue?" I said, "Yeah." "Are you feeling good today?" I said, "Yeah." "Are you sure?" "I feel good." I could be sick sometimes and I'm not going to tell you, and I still come on and do things. I put that happy face and let's do this, come on. But when it comes to my prayers, I take that serious. And I pray for those who ask me to pray for them live, and I do it. And, I do have many people that come on, leave because they say, "Oh, she's boring, talking about the same old crap, BS." Also, when I'm on here, I enjoy myself speaking to you and those that want to come on and try to help you on your journey to see if I can. You're confused, I'm trying to make you unconfused. But then there are some that repeat and say, "Well, why do natives get drunk?" Or it's like saying, "Why did the white man got to give drugs?" No one knows. It's because you just felt like doing it and then you have a habit. Why do people off grid have to kill birds or cut trees down? Because when you live off grid, then you're trying to make a home for yourself in the world, Mother Earth, where you're not having any contact or not much contact with the world. And then you're learning how to make candles so you have light, or you're doing a fire. You make the size of my living room, and then you have a bonfire in the middle, but you still need an exit for the smoke. But it's okay. Those who want to live off the grid, more power for you. It's like I told my husband, I would love to live off the grid too. So again, I had some people may have wanted orders of dream catchers. And me, as always, making them before receiving a payment. Why I do that? Because I trust you. And then you ask for a refund. There's no refunds. My husband's, no, there's no refunds. After I'm done, I have him inspect it. He goes, okay, yeah. He pulls it, it's good. Fine. It's like me telling you, oh, I sent you $50, give it back to me. And if I don't hear from you, then it's a loss on me. So, but it's okay. I continue to do it because some people, that's their way of habit of doing it, and it's okay. Yes, they get upset, but you know, they say, well, you make nice things, I just want it. Here, you want it? Give me your address and I'll send it to you. That's how I feel. I really do. That's how some people are making me feel. Now, and some of those were part of that hate mail, the 187 hate mail. Yeah, they receive earrings, string catchers, smudge kits, chokers. I promise I'll mail it to you. Never got the money for the choker. Then, can you come on my channel and speak? Okay. And you're taking on my people. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not doing that either. And then another thing, can you make my mom a beautiful necklace? And she really, really enjoys you. And my husband says, stop feeling sorry. I said, I'm not feeling sorry. I believe her mother would love it. Okay, I did send it. And that's who I am. But to go and then talk behind my back, talk in front of my face, come up here, I'm right here, tell me what you got to say, Don't go and start talking to your wife or your husband or your brother or your son, your daughter, aunt, mom, because it's going from one story to another story and it never comes back at the end the same way. Every time I get a message in the chat room, I would always look, except for this weekend. I'll look. Okay. My husband says, am I going to have some time with you, or are you going to take care of this? I said, give me 20 minutes. He said, okay. I'm very glad my husband and I have a good communication, a good family value. He's like, okay, I'm reading it. And then he's looking at me. And then I'm like, I'm making this face expressions. And I'm like, okay. So I write down the person's name as I'm reading. I'm writing down. And he comes over and looks. He goes, I don't like it when you're doing shorthand. I can't read it. I said, don't be nosy then. He goes, no, something's wrong because I see your expression on your face. I'm sorry. If you want to read my face, go ahead. And he goes, what's going on? I said, nothing. Just some orders and really? Okay. Now, many people say, I'm on the tight budget. I get Social Security and my retirement and my 401k. I said, I understand. And this is why I make my prices very low. When you order a set of earrings, I always send another one. You order a protection bag, I send you something else. When I send you a smudge kit, I send out prayers again, like I said. But if I feel you know how to pray properly and strongly, then you would know. So, therefore, I've spoken for about an hour and 10 minutes to everyone. Do I dread to read what's in those where you guys make comments? So, let me get myself situated. I would like to say I do thank every one of you. I appreciate you and I still love you. I thank you for being dedicated to me. And I feel very honored knowing so many people, meeting so many people and helping them. I know that sometimes when they ask things, it's kind of hard and hurtful, but they didn't know how to say it. And that's okay. I've taught many people different language, Cree, Blackfoot, Lakota, Sioux, especially your area. That's the thing of learning the language to teach you, especially if you're either a Navajo, Apache, want to know about the Thunderbirds or, many other creatures and what tribe you think I am. And all the time I've helped. Having over 500 channels that I've helped, it was 751, 61, sorry, channels, and over, I want to say 10,000 people. I've done my jewelry, protection bags, and even gone there and helped in their area. Again, I don't record. I don't take many pictures, and if I do, it's only once in a while that I do, but I ask permission to the Mother Earth and the creatures and Bigfoots. Sometimes I share mine and they're like, oh, that's just someone. Okay. Okay. I'm that type of person. No, I'm not. Like I said, please forgive me. I'm very forward. I'm very blunt. I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, but it just seems like they like to trigger to hurt my feelings and want to do evil stuff to me. That's fine. Because I'm not the one that's going to be facing God, Jesus Christ. I don't push anyone with the protection bags or to buy my native jewelry. But it does help me. This is my income that I do. I don't ask for donations and I don't care to have it. I'm here to give knowledge and help you and give you guidance. And if you don't care or appreciate the value of an elder or an older woman to explain who and what you're seeing or feeling, I'm just there to help you. But if you don't care, that's fine. I don't push anyone. I never have, and I never will. I push my husband because he's my husband. I'm always there. When someone tells me something, I keep it very confident. I don't even share it with my husband. I don't go blabbing off. Oh, you know what? This person said. Oh, I already heard. Oh, okay. I'm not like that either. I keep it very confidential. because I'm not that one that gonna, oh, again, remember I just said that. But it never comes back the same. So, like I said, if any of you all have anything to say, you can call me, FaceTime me, and tell me what is the problem. If you want to correct it, or you want to like wash your hands and just watch me when I'm live. Um, let's see. Uh, why are you giving up? I'm not giving up. Okay. Now, I said what I needed to say. I know I've done this before, but this one is longer because that's all I did is talk about what I've been getting. And now it's done with, squashed. That's it. Now I guess I can read now, maybe, or should I? Oh goodness. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, wow. I don't know if I want to read any. There's too many. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Heat wave. Those who are going through heat waves, remember to continue to stay cool. Keep a cold washcloth. Excuse me. Yep. Okay. All right. It's okay. Thank you, LeBron. That's another CP. Hold on. I should find. Uh, correct. Thank you. That is well. I'm just gonna go over real bad. I mean, go over the comments real fast. Horace, oh, hello. Griff. Yeah, I don't have many groups no more either. I'm. He's, correct, Griff. Many human beings will not agree. Very true. You know, Soundwave, I've told you like 5 times about your tapping and many things. But again, you have, that's my opinion, and if you want to accept it or not, you know, um, I will say, I know you've gone to 5 other people asking, and I've tried to give you the best knowledge. And there are many other people that been with their channel longer and then try to tell me, you don't know. Believe me, I know more. I just don't say everything because you have to learn yourself in the field and tell you what you have gone through many dimensions like I have it, then you'll know. That's not just you. I'm talking about those who go to different channels and do that. Because you have mentioned about the tapping, you have mentioned about why those natives always get drunk. I've told you there's some that are just like Americans, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Unreal, don't say, sweetheart. Roger, hello. Because they don't want to believe me because of certain people putting more things into their head and not believing and only hearing what that person is, because I'm trying not to offend people. I'm not white. And it just seems that that person said, well, you're not white. You don't know. You're not out there with the Bigfoots like we are. Excuse me? How long have all this been going on? Okay. Bob and Maddie. I'm not dwelling, sweetheart. I like to get it out face to face. I've even put, here, I'll put it one more time. I'll even put, if anyone wants to come on and tell me, if you want to do it private, we can do a private part. You hit the private and we can do a private chat. And I still can talk with that. But again, it's just that I better not read no more. I'm not forcing anyone. And that's what I'm mainly trying to say. I enjoy helping. And when I even help relatives, I tell them, well, don't get mad if I tell you something and then you go do something else. And then you blame me because you said that's what I said. No, it's not what I said. If I tell you to go buy milk at the store, this brand name, and then you come back and you bought buttermilk. I didn't tell you about buttermilk, right? Or say, I introduce you to this man or this female because you're too shy to do it. So I said, you guys already, this is so and so, and that's so and so, that's it. I have nothing to do with no one. And I go on. But come back like, oh, why did you introduce me? I don't like that man. No, I didn't do that either. Or asking what school is a good school to become a nurse. Again, I can't tell you, I can say, oh, this college is good, or and this one's also seemed pretty good, but I can't make that decision for you. You have to make it. Then you go to this college and you feel you're not getting the qualifications right. That's not on me. I didn't make you sign that contract. I told you there's options. Now it's the same thing when you're asking. Okay, all right, lupus. Yes, I have lupus. Someone else asked me, what can I do for lupus? I says, well, diet, what you eat. There's teas from herbs. And I told this person, my husband says, if that person comes back and asking, you told her wrong, that she was going to, I said, this is what I feel could be helping you. But if you're a certain stage in lupus, because the sun destroys people that have lupus, their skin can blister it up or get really rashy. Yes, there is a holy basil plant. You can smash the seeds. Oh. But you know what? I'm trying to help you. That's what I'm doing. Well, this person said she. She said thank you. The doctors did say the same thing. So she's like, well, I was just wondering if you had, what herbs. Well, I gave her a list of herbs. Again, there I am trying to help, but I'm not making the decision for you. I see you can consult with your doctor because boy, um, well, see, no one wants to come on, so I'm glad I'm good. Well, I do wish everyone to be. I don't think I've ever been disrespectful to no one. I do try to give good guidance. If you don't understand how I say it, then I find a different way so you understand. So let's see. Eggs can cause serious problems. Eggs, chickens, even some vegetables. But yes. Soundwave, I'm not saying you're being bad. Very true, Michelle. That is true. My husband even said the same thing. My son Spark is getting a little of it. What I miss, I it's okay, Candy. uh oh. I have a gentleman coming on. I know I don't have any problems with him.
You might. I got a little Mama Rainfeather like voice going on right now. So if everybody's kind of confused on what we're talking about, Mama has a big heart. She tries to help everybody. There are people that are currently following her in her chat. They are talking crap about her in other live streams. There are other channels that go to her to help and then go over there and talk crap about her. It's a big drama fest and everything else. As far as Soundwave, I find it very disrespectful. You keep on asking about why do natives drink so much with you. I talked to you for an hour. You passed out on the phone. You asked the same questions over and over again, and that's why I gave you that warning. If you keep on spamming the chat on the same questions that Mama has answered several times, I have answered, you want to other people to answer. Mama's the nice one. Me and Biggie, we're her hammer. So play nice. Sorry, Baba.
See, you said it nicely. I mean, I try not to steer people wrong. And I guess many people are used to using the foul language and redirecting falsely. I'm not doing that. I never have, and I never will.
And you could ask Sam and Wojo and everybody else. I usually have a stronger tongue. I try to keep it on your channel very, very light. But at this point, it's kind of like people need to understand. It's like we all need to respect each other. We don't have to agree with everybody. You don't have to agree with all the different religions and everything else, but you do have to have the respect that people do have a belief in something or other things. And everything you have said crosses so many other religions. It's just crazy for somebody to come out and say you don't know Jesus Christ, or you don't understand this, or how you channel is like, not right, when we already have remote viewing in every paranormal, government, scientific. It has been proven, and our government has actually used it. I mean, a lot of the stuff that you're talking about is just redonkulous and people being hateful and disrespectful. And that's why I'm pretty freaking mad because it doesn't need to happen. People can have a little more respect. If they don't like it, they can go to another darn channel.
And like I said, I've lost channels that I helped because they got what they wanted and then they backtalked me. So, I was like, I have never really got that much hate mail. It blew my mind. My husband says, "Go to bingo. Just here's $50. Go to bingo." I didn't want it.
Okay, Soundwave. You should have clued in when you talked to me on the phone, if you even remember that conversation. The fact you just put in there, you have never said anything bad about Mama. You did to me, and I stopped it. So I don't do lies. I don't do this whole drama fest thing. Play nice, or me or one of the other guys are going to remove you. Sorry, Mama.
That's okay. Soundwave has a lot going on in his mind. I try to help him, but can't help who doesn't want the help or understand. So when
Thank you, Soundwave. And that's I think that's a lot of the issues that I've seen you've had. Put it like very delicately, people are coming to you and say, I want all the knowledge, and you're trying to guide them so they can actually learn and go forward. There is no dictionary that you can give them for them to understand fully of what you know, and they get upset about that. Is that kind of correct?
Yes, yes. It just really it got to me. And I have really, really tried to not to get to me. And when I do help everyone and their channels are even, yes, my heart overflows for everyone, even those that have more anger issues. And I try so hard to communicate better for them to understand. And it doesn't matter if it's in the field of cryptid entity, spiritual, or just themselves. I have seen many friends and family and different tribes come and go because they say, "Oh, this person," and then, like I said, it could, when it gets around 5 people, 10, or 100, it's never the same. So I
And that's one thing I think some people are confused about when you're talking about the council, because they think of like a native council of like a permanent thing. People understand it's like government. The council always gets replaced. They always get removed. And so you have people that are very tribal in their beliefs in council for a time. And then sometimes you have other people that are like, no, we want to be mainstream and we want to do this. And so it's like government. You always have these conflicts between the council and the tribe and the natives that want to keep the culture alive versus going new age and all that kind of stuff. Correct?
yes, it's also too. Yeah, we do have our own researchers that go out. Yes, I am one of them. I just this past 3 years I couldn't do much due to my health and then the broken leg. So, but I did with doctors' disapproval. I said I'm gonna go. I told my husband I'm going to Michigan. He goes, just be careful. Call me every day, and that's what I did. So, um,
You yippies.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Um, and believe me, I fought and to get where I'm at because all the council were, yes, it's government like, and here we're trying to help the community, different communities in the tribes, but I was trying to speak out for America have to have some closure, and then here I get attacked. So I get attacked from my own people. That's what I'm saying. And then I'm getting attacked now from the American people. So, and then the elders are like, don't allow the attack. Just because they're not on the council, they don't want to listen to what is the natives government wants for us. And then you're doing what the researchers saying and you're helping them. If they don't understand, you can shut them out, leave it alone. But I fought with the many council members to say, hey, can I speak of this? No, you got to remember tribal laws. Just as the government, American laws.
And I guess that's the hard part is people understand you have a lot of the council and some elders and some natives like, hey, you can't do this. Then you have some just going off the rails on other channels talking about stuff they should not be talking about, which I'm sure does not help you at all. So you're trying to make sure people are safe, like me, when I go out and I do investigations and all that kind of stuff. You're really trying hard to do that. And then you have other people that are jealous or don't understand what you do because they're not intelligent enough to figure out that what they do is the same thing you do, that you just call it different names. So I get it. And like your big heart, I could tell it weighs on you. And there's a couple times I saw you were so sad. I'm just like, people need to realize we need respect, number one. And number two, I want to put this very, very clear. The person that is trying to, let's say, do dark spells, I'll put it that way, trying to make you actually ill, they should probably stop.
It's going to reflect back to them. You know,
and you're right. They should feel ashamed. I mean, number one, to use spiritual world like that, it will revert back on them. And I don't think they understand also the family mama has behind her. We don't have to do anything dark. All we have to do is go, ancestors. Let's go.
I have a very strong spirits around me. My ancestors, my mother, my great grandmother, my Marine feather, and the chief. And this is where I got my knowledge from. Yes, a lot of relatives did get jealous and didn't like it because they, I'm sorry, I wanted to be like tomboyish to do things. Ride on a horse, wild, no saddle, get on dirt bikes, climb the mountain, run barefoot. Yes, I did all that. And I'm proud who I am today because that's made me strong, body-wise, mind-wise. Because if you can handle a spirit that's really to take action, then you have to face it. You have to learn to understand what that spirit's trying to do. Because that spirit can act like it's a good spirit and attack you.
Yeah, it's not just bad spirits, they'll like get you. It's like you could have someone that's just mundane, like nature spirits. They're not good, they're not bad, they're just right in the middle. If you tick them off, you have a problem, you know. And I know you when you're talking, you couldn't see all the chat, but everybody was giving you love, thanking you for everything you do. Thank you for the stuff that they bought from you. They love it. Sam was like asking you about maybe smaller earrings for, I think, her mother or something like that. So she has your email. She's going to be messaging you. But everybody's trying to give you love, give you hugs.
It's like I said, I wasn't trying to offend anyone, but I needed to come out here and speak of it because I love a challenge. And instead of hearing it in the background, I'm like, okay, this person want to come, I'm going to go live and see if this person, not one, but they're there. They come in and out, and
you were fine. You were such a sweetheart. You sat there and you didn't give any names out. You didn't give any channels out, and you said everything very politely, more than I would. I actually apologize to you because I cussed a couple times in your chat.
Well, that's why I said, give me a minute, and I muted because my husband was. He goes, is anyone in there helping you? I said, yes. And he's like, well, he's lit it. And, he says, if it comes to shove, then I will come on and tell everybody, if they don't stop, you're going to shut it down. It's like he tells our family, his family, my family, and our children. No one can make mama cry, only I can. And the reason why is because that means your partnership is one. And if he hasn't really seen me cry, because I don't like to. I go in the shower. That's a secret. Go to the shower and cry. Your eyes are red from crying and the water and soap. But I tell people that if you really need to cry, go take a shower and cry. I'm
just remember one thing is like the more you are now getting popular, and trust me, once you get on that stage, you're going to have haters because you're not a popular like figure. You're popular because you help people. And that's a whole different kind of celebrity is when you're actually helping people. It makes other people that are lazy, don't want to actually learn anything, to try to drag you down to their level so they feel better about themselves. So just, yeah, I ignore these people. We are going to block the crap out of everybody that comes in and says anything hateful. And if it continues, then yeah, we'll round up the family and just tell them to stop. I'll put it that way.
yeah. I'll pay the price for drinking that much. Okay. There have been a couple times that I get people and I can feel them and they're like either drunk or they're too high, too wired. And they're like going 100 miles an hour trying to, I'm like, wait, call me when you're not drunk, call me when you're not wired, because the energy that I'm getting from you is actually making me sick. Well, how can you?
And then it gets them the mind fog, number one, so they can't understand what you're saying.
So it's better
Investigating, like if you have a beer when you're investigating, I don't care about that. But if you get to the point where you're buzzed when you're investigating, that is a very dangerous thing to do. Because you're opening yourself, everything, all your levels of protection are now just going down and you have a foggy mind. And yeah.
Oh, entities will love that. I promise you, I've had some of my researcher colleagues that do that, and I'm looking at them and I said, what did you take? I just had a bottle. I'm like, no, you slept something else. He goes, no, what happened? He stumbled and fall, got a broken arm, and then we have to call, hey, can someone lift him? You know, and then they're like, you have to do a report because this is number 28 book.
Oh, Lordy.
I have little ones too that I'm still doing on the side. So I'm like, okay. And that's why I told I'll still be a council member. First, they wanted to kick me off. I'm still there, but I still have the panel. But I'm done giving legal information.
I don't blame you. Like you try to help, and you know, if you're trying to help somebody and you're giving all that effort and all that energy and everything else, and you get smacked in the face a couple times, it's kind of like, yeah, why am I here? You know,
yeah.
It's hard.
It doesn't matter if it's a relative or a friend or the American people. You know, it doesn't matter.
True. Yeah. So it's like a friend. If you go down, like your buddy calls you, I'm drunk at the bar, you go down to pick him up, and then he wants to fight you before you get in the car. It's like, why did I come down here? You know, the whole reason I came down is to help you and your family so you don't get a DUI or you don't get in trouble or arrested or whatever, you know?
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't even see you. I'm sorry. I haven't not really looked. I'm just.
See you later, bro.
You know, you did have a good weekend. You guys did have a lot of activity. I did pick that up.
Did you see they had one of the videos had the kids doing the Bigfoot call contest?
I didn't see that one.
Oh my, it is so cute. It is so, they probably had 12 kids that came up and they all did like
Was it?
Paul?
Is it on Richie's or?
Yes. Yeah.
Or the other gentleman? Because he was saying that the gentleman was interviewing Wojo, and I'm like trying to find who was it. I didn't want to.
Yeah. So the kid one, I think it's like the third back from their lives that weekend, I think.
Okay.
And that's a long video, but it's really cool how Richie's interacting with the kids and stuff. Wojo's first talk, where he was actually on stage talking to an audience, was at that site, and it's on Andrew's channel. I have to find it.
Okay.
When I find it, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
And I'll put it on my Facebook too.
Okay. Somebody is. I'm trying not to read people. I can feel someone wants to ask a question and I don't know. Okay, if anyone has any questions.
Yippee just did. The thing about alcohol is have any of you ever thought how it's called spirits? Who or what do you suppose is controlling your body when you black out?
Yes.
That's a perfect statement, dude.
Yes. When you are totally blacked out.
By either alcohol or drugs, all your control of self, everything is just removed.
You're leaving yourself open. You're leaving yourself open. So, yes. It can.
Wojo's back.
Some can hurt you and some can protect you. So
Wojo, send me Andrew's link of when you were talking, because I'm having a hard time finding it, so I can send it to Mama and put it on my Facebook if you could.
I want to have some discussions. No, come back. No. For those that just popped in, you can rewatch it also too. It goes automatically on. And if you have comments, I do get back to the comments too. So
Wojo's it. Yeah, I want to go up there and be in the contest, but one of the kids beat me in line.
Oh my.
Figgy says, Bob Bear Claw, do you have a clan that you visit regularly?
Actually, I don't really have to go to them. They come exactly to me. And when you see little spots here, they're grabbing. They touch me all the time.
And you have 4 that you communicate with, right?
Yeah. Yes. I have 4. And my oldest is Orba. Orba, it comes from me when I was a little girl back from Black Hills.
And she's a big girl now.
Yep, she's 10 foot. Got a foot of a 14, 15. And when they show, they said they're all completely hairy. No. Females are, and this part is you can see a little, but not much. And that doesn't cover their whole face. You can actually see the nose is a little flat. Hers is not real flat, but flat. But she's got like hazel eyes. Her hair is very smooth. I've worked with her and asked her. We exchange herbs, and she'll tell me what trees. That's why I say pay attention. Some trees will give you waters. There are certain sap that you can chew if you're out there, and plants, ferns, and all that. There are some ferns you can eat.
Figgy's actually asking, is there any albino Bigfoot? And I know the answer to that.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes. There is. There is a few. Just like around the world, they have albino people. So the albino people have been around since 1700s, I believe. But the most that I've heard from studying is the late 1800s.
And Yippee has a question. I also love Gaia more than anything. I am Faye, and the beautiful dragons that are still with us, let me see them. Do you see dragons, Mama Bear Claw?
Yes, I do. They are still around. That's what I was saying. There are still. I've helped other channels that are involved with dragons and little trolls and little people and the fairies. There is sometimes you will catch a fairy on your door camera or any trail camera. You just, when you expand it up to look, you would see them. People say, oh, it's just a moth. Okay. But if you look goodly,
they glow a little bit.
Yes.
Yippee also says, I always figured Bigfoots have a portal all over that they just pop in and out of. And that's still one of the discussions we had before about the awakened trees, how they can use those, correct?
Yes. I have mentioned many times, this is what I say to many researchers and their channel, don't touch an X, because you don't know if that's been present of a portal, because you would see the glare coming out.
So Yippee says, everyone has told me that I look like a fairy and that they're all around us. I think I'm Fae, part Fae at least. That's not out of the realms. I mean, but that'd be rare. I'll put it that way. Would you agree?
True. Again, I can't read you because I don't have permission. I don't like to read people that way. I only like to read when I'm doing something protecting them. So that way I know but I will say this, you're pretty much connected with dragons.
So like old world, there was talk about Fae and humans actually mating, just like in the Christian world, angels and people for Nephilim. So there is some that could at least have that bloodline. Right. But yeah.
I think Hippie knows what I mean. I have mentioned it before. This is not the first time I mentioned this. So, but many times my energy is open to you through. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yes, again, like people have come to me and asked information, and then they won't constantly saying, well, can you tell me this? Is that right? I'm not that person.
Forrest actually says, Faye often showing my pics or photos, and he sees it as a gift. And I would agree.
Yes. I haven't learned enough about all this and grand spirits and guides. Okay. Well, you came to the right channel, because I do speak a lot about spirits. I do give a lot of advice and guidance in it. So.
Anybody else have questions for Mama?
Yes, because it's already 2 hours and I still got to get to the post office.
Robin goes, I don't know what I am, but I'm definitely one of a kind. Oh, I love that girl.
Yes, Robin is very unique. She's got a very bright and special soul. Okay, well, if no one has any more questions, and I am sorry you had to hear me for 2 hours and letting you know, but I couldn't hold it in no more.
It's good to get off your chest because it's not right.
Right. I had to put it out there so that way, if someone did want to come on here and ask those questions, then I mean we're live. The world can see. I'm not hiding nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly.
This is what I wanted to say, you know. All right, let's see. Okay. Yes, it does exhaust me. The migraines don't really help either. So.
Well, that and most people don't understand. Even if they go to a medium or somebody that can do a scene, they don't do that all the time because it will just drain them and they get sick. Actually talked to a medium a little while ago. And she was basically saying that she has to make sure it's like once a week kind of thing. You have been doing that off and on a lot. So, yeah.
This is who I am, but I try very deeply not to. I have to disconnect myself because, like, I can plant myself on a certain tree, and people are like, you keep saying that, and I don't see you. Well, I don't see you here either. But it's like I have told channels, I'll be at this tree, and you'll see a mist all around it. That's me. Hello. But that's okay. I'm not here to show and tell. I'm just here to give guidance.
And that's the thing is like, you have enough that is so spot on. People just either realize it, accept it, and learn from it, or if you're like the ones like, well, I want proof, I want a photo, I want, it's like it comes to the point where they have to stand in front of you as you do something. It's like then you're not even open to that. So you're not even going to see that. And Robin, you're right. Everybody make sure you sub, you hit that notification bell to all, go over and smash that like button. And then if you're bored, right next to the chat, there's a heart. If you keep on tapping that, it actually helps Mama's channel.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Therefore, sent you a message, Sparky.
Got it.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me. And I apologize if I took too much of your time.
You were fine. You were awesome. Don't apologize.
That's just me because I feel sometimes I'm taking time away from their children or their family time or something. But I just want to give that guidance out there, that prayer. So those who still need prayers, you can know how to get a hold of me, email me, message me privately or during my chat, or my phone number is on there. I didn't even take it off. So, there it is. Like I said, I will get to you as soon as I finish doing whatever. And please be kind to yourself. Remember to love yourself before you can love others. Also, hug yourself. And then you can deal with the rest. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I'm Mama Bear Claw as Elder Medicine Bear Claw. I do want you to have a blissful afternoon. In some areas, it is evening. I do have to go and do a prayer because I pray for my grandkids that are, one's a Marine and he's on ship. So, and my granddaughter flies those birds that have been flying out. So I call them birds because that's what they look like to me. And, you know, it's important that we take care of ourselves so that way we can take care of our families. And try to have some peace in your heart. All right. I send my love to you all. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, Sparky darling, my son. Thank you so much. May